my dear students. I hope all of you are safe and sound and are maintaining all the necessary COVID protocols. Okay. So today we have gathered again to increase our general knowledge, and the chapter that we will be discussing today is chapter number 3 from Farmer's Land. Okay. Chapter number 3. Actually, I am willing to discuss another chapter also, but we will begin with this chapter. Okay. Again, I have prepared a PPT, and actually not a PPT. I have gathered some information about this chapter and some pictures are attached. And I have written all them down in Microsoft Word, and I will provide it. I will upload it as your study material, because as I said before, I am recording through my phone. Okay, and it's really tough to show the PPT while teaching at the same time in a phone. Okay, that's why please pardon me and go through that page, those informations and those pictures provided by me in the study material section. Okay, it will make the topic more interesting, I know. So let's start. From Farmer's Land. Okay, so we will learn about cultivation, some crops, etc. Okay, the number one, match the columns. Okay, number 1 is golden fiber. Golden fiber, which is called golden fiber, which crop or which thing is called golden fiber? Golden fiber is jute. Okay, now why is it called golden fiber, etc.? I am saying jute is a natural fiber produced from plants, also called as the golden fiber due to its shiny golden color. It is commonly referred to as part in Bengali and Hindi. We all have heard about part. I think most of you have heard about it. And that part is the Bengali or Hindi term, and the English term is jute, and this is called golden fiber because of its shiny texture and its golden color. Okay, that bright golden color and shiny texture, it has that. That's why it is called golden fiber. So jute is the golden fiber. Now number 2, monoculture farming. What? And monoculture farming, it will go with M, which means plantation farming. Monoculture farming, it will go with plantation farming. Now what are these? Monoculture farming, plantation farming. Monoculture farming is the agricultural practice of growing a single crop, plant or livestock species, variety or breed in a field or farming at a time. Okay, sometimes the farmers cultivate for one time, and then they, in order to gain some profit, for some reason they, throughout the land, they plant a single type of crop or livestock or a same species of plant. Okay, that is called monoculture farming, and this is also called plantation farming. They actually cultivate the same kind of trees, same kind of crops, not trees, crops, same species, no variation will be there, and because of the same species is cultivated, because of that fact it is called monoculture farming, and this, because the same plant is cultivated, it is called plantation farming. Okay, now next, cropping season in India. Cropping season in India is Kharif. It will go with Kharif. Cropping season in India, it will go with Kharif. Number H. Okay. Now what is Kharif? What is cropping season in India? Kharif crops, Kharif is a type of crop. Okay, Kharif crops, which are also known as monsoon crops, are the crops which are grown during the monsoon or rainy season, June to October, the time between June to October. Their seeds are sown at the beginning of the monsoon season and the crops are harvested at the end of the monsoon season. Okay, Kharif crops are actually also known as monsoon crops. Why? Because they are cultivated in between June to October, means in between the monsoon season. Okay, that's why they are called monsoon crops. They are sown at the beginning of the monsoon and they are harvested at the end of the season. Okay, that's why Kharif crops are called monsoon crops also. And this is the cropping season of India, means in monsoon in India. During monsoon, Kharif, that is the crop that are cultivated. Okay, those crops are cultivated. Now, number 4, cultivation of grapes. It will go with viticulture. Cultivation of grapes, it will go with viticulture. Okay. Why? Cultivation, viticulture or wine growing is the cultivation and harvesting of grapes. It is the name of the process of harvesting of grapes. That is also known as wine growing. Okay, viticulture or wine growing is the name of the process of cultivating grapes. Alright, that is nothing new, or there is no other information necessary for you. Okay. Seasonal migration of people with their animals. Seasonal migration, they go from a particular place to some other place. Seasonal migration of animals with migration of people with their animals. Okay. Number 5, it will go with K. K means transhumance. What is transhumance? It is seasonal movement of livestock such as sheep between mountain and lowland pastures, either under the care of herders or in company with the owners. Okay, it is seasonal movement. Sometimes due to the season change, the owners or the herders, they move from one place to another. That is called migration with all the animals, especially the livestock, means a group of animals such as sheep, not only a single sheep but a group of sheep. Okay, they move from one place to another with their animals, the group of animals, and that is called here seasonal migration of people with the animals, and that is called transhumance. Okay. Next, number 6, tea. Tea will go with number A, beverage crop. Tea will go with beverage crop. Tea is a kind of beverage crop. Tea is the most important beverage crop in India actually. Tea is an aromatic beverage prepared by pouring hot or boiling water over cured or fresh leaves. After water, it is the most widely consumed drink in the world. Obviously, the most consumed drink in the world is obviously water, because without water no one can live. That's why it is the most consumed drink in the whole world. But after water, what is the most consumed drink in the whole world? That is tea. It's a beverage drink. It has a nice flavor. We just use the leaves and with boiled water and prepare tea and take it, right? Just remember, tea is a beverage crop, okay, and it is the most consumed drink after next to water throughout the whole world. Okay. Now number 7, Jhuming, Roka, Ray. It will go with shifting farming. What are Jhuming, Roka, Ray? These are the names of process of cultivation, and it will go with shifting farming. Why? Let me discuss. In shifting agriculture, after 2 or 3 years of producing vegetables and grain crops on cleared land, the migrant abandon it for another plot. Land is often cleared by slash and burn methods. Trees, bushes and forests are cleared by slashing, and the remaining vegetation is burnt. The ashes add potash to the soil. Then the seeds are sown after the rains. Jhum in India, Roca in Brazil, Ray in Vietnam. All of these are types of shifting cultivation. So these are the names of types of shifting cultivation. Okay, in different places shifting cultivation is named differently. But what is shifting cultivation? Generally, in shifting agriculture, in this process, after 2 or 3 years of producing vegetables or groans, the farmers, what do? They abandon that land. The remaining crops or plants, they are burnt or slashed, cut off, and they leave that land for some reason, and those ashes, after burning those plants, the ashes that are produced, those ashes are believed to add potash. Okay, they add potash, which is very healthy for the land. Okay, which makes the land fertile. They add potash to the land. So through this process, farmers try to make the land, make the soil fertile for the next cultivation. This is called shifting cultivation. After cultivating for 2 to 3 years, they abandon the land and they burn or slash the remaining vegetables on that land, and those ashes, due to the burn, the ashes are produced, and those ashes add fertility to the soil. That is called shifting cultivation. And Jhuming, Roca, Ray, all these are kinds of shifting cultivation. Actually, names of shifting cultivation is Jhuming. Shifting cultivation is known as Jhuming in India, especially in North India, okay, Northeast India, I guess. And Roca is the shifting cultivation in Brazil, and Ray is the shifting cultivation in Vietnam. Okay. Next, number 8, millet crop. Millet crop will go with ragi. Millet crop will go with ragi. Now, what is millet crop? Millets are a group of highly variable small-seeded grasses widely grown around the world as cereal crops or grains for fodder and human. Fodder means animal food. Fodder and human food. Finger millet is known as ragi in India. It is an important cereal in Karnataka. So millets, what is millet? Millets are a group of crops, highly variable small seeded grasses. Okay, like those plants are like grasses with small seeds. If you see the picture in the study material, you will get to know what I am trying to explain. Okay, though they look like grasses, long grasses with small seeds with it. Okay, and they widely grown around the world as cereal crops or grains for fodder. They are taken both as human food and animal food. Fodder means animal food. Okay, these millets are grown throughout the world and they are consumed both as human food and animal food, means fodder. And especially it is there are different types of millets. Okay, and one of them is finger millet, and that is known as ragi. Finger millet is called ragi, is named ragi in India. In India we don't call it finger millet, we call it ragi. Okay, both are same things. Okay, finger millet is a kind of millet, and in India that finger millet is called ragi. Just see the picture, you will get to know how it looks. Okay, and in Karnataka it is consumed very much. Okay, it is very popular. Okay, now number 9, fruits and vegetables. It will go with horticulture. Fruits and vegetables, it will go with horticulture. What is horticulture and what is the relation between fruits and vegetables and horticulture? Horticulture, the branch of plant agriculture dealing with garden crops, generally fruits, vegetables and ornamental plants. Horticulture is the process of is a kind of gardening. Okay, but we don't only grow flowers in gardening. There are some people who grow vegetables, who grow fruits and some ornamental plants in gardening, and that process, growing fruits and vegetables in kind of gardening process, that is called horticulture. Okay, so fruit and vegetables, when they are grown in in sort of gardening process, through gardening process, that process is called horticulture. Okay, now number 10, ladang. Ladang, what is ladang? Ladang will go with slash and burn, that I have recently talked about in Zooming Roka Ray, which is shifting farming. Recently I talked about slash and burn process, right? And now that will go with number 10, ladang. Ladang will go with slash and burn. What is ladang? In Java and Indonesia, shifting cultivation is known as ladang. Like in India, it is known as zooming. In Vietnam as ray, in Brazil as roca. That shifting cultivation, the same thing, is known as ladang in Java and Indonesia. I hope you remember what I just said about shifting cultivation. The land is abandoned after 2 or 3 years of cultivation, and the remaining plants are slashed and burned, and that ashes that are produced through that burning that add potash to the land becomes fertile. Same that shifting cultivation, that is known as ladang in Java and Indonesia. Under shifting cultivation, a piece of land is used for quite some years until the fertility is dropped. After that, the farmers move to the new plots. It is practiced by tribal, also known as burn and slash cultivation. Actually, the tribal people, they use this cultivation process. They believe that after 2 or 3 years of cultivation, the land is no more fertile, so we should move to another plot, and this land should be the plant should be burnt and slashed, and gradually the potash will be added and it will again become fertile. That's why they move to another plot for some time. Okay, now number 11, white rust. It will go with mustard. White rust, it will go with mustard. Okay, now what is white rust and what is the relation between mustard and white rust? White rust is a disease in plants caused by a Umicide Albugo candida or one of its close relatives. So it's kind of insect or virus which is whose name is Albugo candida. Okay, and white rust is a disease. That is the most important thing. White rust is a disease. Okay, disease of plants. Okay, and caused by a type of virus. And white rust has been known to cause agricultural losses in fields cultivating members of this family, including broccoli, cauliflower and Indian mustard. Actually, it is a disease and it affects mostly cauliflower, broccoli, Indian mustard. All these types of plants are most affected by this white rust, this disease. Okay, and the leaves become whitish, dotted whitish. You will get to know if you see the picture in the study material. Okay, I have attached a picture when of a leaf when it is affected by the virus and it is suffering from the disease white rust. You will get to know how it looks, how the leaves look when it is they are affected by white rust. Okay, just look at the picture. 12. HD2967. What is this? HD2967. This will go with wheat. HD2967. It will go with wheat. Okay. Now what is this? HD2967 is a variety of wheat. It is a kind of wheat. There are so many varieties of wheat which we obviously don't know. Actually, farmers know these things very well. But we have to learn. GK is all about learning, unlimited knowledge. HD2967 is a variety of wheat which is moderately resistant to yellow, black and brown rust. These are also, again, like white rust, brown, black and yellow rust, they are also diseases, but this variety of wheat, HD2967, they can resist these diseases. Okay, they are not easily affected by these diseases, yellow, black and brown rust. Okay, they can resist these diseases. Okay, now 13, study of soil. What is the name of study of soil? It is pedology. Pedology. Okay. Study of soil is known as pedology. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, pedology is the scientific study of soil, especially its formation, nature and classification. See, we don't know much about these things, but there are people, researchers who research about soil, its kind, its formation, the materials in a soil, with which soil is built, with there are different kinds of soils. There are researchers who research about these things, who research about soil, and that according to the Oxford Dictionary, pedology is the scientific study of soil. That scientific study of soil is known as pedology. Okay, it is the study of soil. Okay, now we will be reading another chapter. Okay, actually there is one more thing that I want to share with you. You can look at the bottom of the page that bananas are the #1 fruit crop in the world after wheat, rice and corn. India grows more bananas than any other country in the world, followed by the Philippines, China and Ecuador. Okay, so India grows most of the bananas, and there are other countries like Philippines, Ecuador and China. They also grow so much bananas, but India is also one of them. Okay, in the whole world they grow most of the bananas, and bananas are the #1 fruit crop. It is not a grain, it is a fruit crop in the whole world after wheat, rice and corn. Wheat, rice and corn, they are actually grains, crops, and banana is a fruit crop. Wheat, rice and corn, they are not fruit crops, right? So banana is #1 fruit crop. #1 fruit crop throughout the whole world is banana. Okay, I am thinking to discuss another chapter, that is chapter number 5, famous women. Okay, famous women. See, there are so many women throughout the world who played a great role to change the history of their nations. Okay, and here we will read about some of them, not all of them, about some of them. See, some women played a great role in shaping the history of their nations. They worked as teachers, doctors, scientists and many more. Example, Rosa Parks played a great role to eliminate discrimination between the black and white people. She stood firm against apartheid. So apartheid was a system where black people, there was a discrimination between black people and white people. The black people were generally oppressed by the white people, neglected by the white people. That system was called apartheid. Nelson Mandela, he also fought against this system. Okay, and see, Rosa Parks, Nelson Mandela was not a female. Rosa Parks, she was a female. Who played a great role to fight against this system, apartheid, a very inhuman system. Read the descriptions given below and name the woman with the help of the clues given images. Queen of Great Britain during the 19th century, who oversaw dramatic rise in the prominence of her empire. Okay, who was she? Queen of Great Britain during 19th century, who oversaw dramatic rise in the prominence of her empire. She was none other than Queen Victoria. Okay, she reigned during 19th century in Great Britain. Now number 2, first woman to lead a Muslim country. She was elected twice as the PM of Pakistan. So this woman, she was elected 2 times as the Prime Minister of Pakistan, and she was the first woman to lead a Muslim country. Who is she? Benazir Bhutto. Okay, she She was elected as the Prime Minister of Pakistan not only once but twice, okay, and she was the first woman to lead a Muslim country. Pakistan is a Muslim country, to lead the Muslim country, the first woman, okay. Now number 3, as a nun and charity worker, she dedicated her life to serving poor and disadvantaged. Obviously, we all know about her. She dedicated her whole life to treat people, to treat the helpless, disadvantaged. Okay, she dedicated her whole life and she lived the life of a nun. Okay, Mother Teresa. She doesn't need any introduction, at least for us. Okay. Now number 4. She is an American singer, songwriter, activist and actress who is known for her flamboyant stage performance. Lady Gaga. Okay, she is so famous. She is a famous, renowned singer and gives fabulous stage performances. Many of us know about her, and who don't know, just read this. She is an American singer, not only a singer, she also is a songwriter, activist and actress. So much talent, right? So many things she can do very well. So much talent. Actress, songwriter, singer, activist, etc. And at the same time she gives fabulous performances on the stage. Okay, Lady Gaga. Now number 5, the Prime Minister of India who was influential in shaping post-war Indian constitution and society. Indira Gandhi. She was the third Prime Minister of India. She played a great role to shape the post-war Indian constitution and society. She is an influential figure, obviously. Okay. Now, number 6. Married to Prince Charles, later divorced and known for her humanitarian and charity work. This will be Princess Diana. Princess Diana was married to Prince Charles, but later they got divorced, and she is known for her humanitarian attitude and works and charity works also. Okay. Now number 7, an actress, model and icon of post-war America. She is very famous, Marilyn Monroe. She was an American actress, model and icon during the post-war American time. Okay, post-war American time. Now number 8, the author of the famous series Harry Potter and number of other novels such as The Casual Vacancy. We all know about her, and Harry Potter is my favorite. The Harry Potter series is my favorite. I don't know about you, but I just love to watch Harry Potter. And she is the author of Harry Potter and many other novels such as The Casual Vacancy. And the name of this woman figure is J.K. Rowling, right? J.K. Rowling. Marie Curie was the first female Nobel Prize winner who conducted pioneering research on radioactivity. So Marie Curie was the first woman to win Nobel Prize, and she conducted pioneering research, okay, on radioactivity. She conducted the research on radioactivity. Okay. Now, Mother Teresa, J.K. Rowling, all these they are the options given in the aid box. I have just placed them in the proper place. Just go through the video minutely and please have a look at that study material that I have provided. You will get some pictures related to those informations, and all the informations that I have discussed about the previous chapter, which is from Farmer's Land. All those are noted down in that study material. Okay, please go through it. Thank you. We'll meet in the next class.